The post that made me make that video earlier about crediting black people, it was a post that someone used a quote that most of us are aware of because of Asada Shakur. They posted this quote on a picture of Mona Leo and did not put Asada's name anywhere. They didn't attribute the quote to anybody or anything. And so I said, who? I just saw a blue jay. I think that was my granddaddy. I asked, I'm like, who is this quote by, and can they be cited in this post? And they just responded, and they said that it was from Asada, and they said that they forgot to cite Asada. And they used like a smiley face or some type of emoji, that which I think was to kind of like try to diffuse the tension. And that made me even more mad, because I was plagiarized earlier this year, and when I called the person out, they immediately like admitted that it was wrong, and they said that they forgot to attribute my thoughts to me. And if I was to tell y'all what this was about, your mind would probably be blown, because the person that did this was a academic. The post that they copied me in, the Substack essay that they were writing, was about their fellowships and their journey. Like, this is somebody who knows how to cite people, and they didn't think it was important to cite me. This was another black woman, or black femme. And the person who did this today with Asada's quote was a black femme. And so I'm trying to understand how it is that y'all are so conveniently forgetting to cite black femmes. As black femme creators, you all are consistently forgetting to cite the black femmes that your work is built on. Y'all will be the same ones talking about how this administration is trying to erase our history. You are erasing history right now. And I don't think it's nothing cute or funny about it. In fact, it is extremely disrespectful, and it makes me very angry. And even though when I asked that person, I asked it just like that, just like I said, who is it by and can they be cited? One of my mutuals, Jackie, shout out to Jackie of Black Stack, when they were commenting, because they brought the text to say this is where it's from, and answered the question. And they were like, maybe this is possibly a moment to like call in instead of call out, because, and I understand all that, and I appreciate them for that. However, it's important to me to say what I'm saying publicly, and yes, to shame y'all. I want you to feel shame. I don't want you to be responding to me with no smiley emojis about forgetting to cite Asada Shakur when she ain't even been dead 5 days. I don't think there's anything funny or cute or oops about that. I think that you all who are black and who call yourselves caring about black culture, you need to be held to a higher standard. And if you are publicly forgetting to cite the black women that your work is built on, that you are building your brand on, when you're making all this content and designing these cute little pictures, if it's that easy for you to forget, that's why you need to be called out in public. Because the point is not just for you to feel it, it's for somebody else to see it, and so that they think next time, because it happens way too casually. It's easy to do it because posting and scrolling is so much a part of our lives. Sometimes I will post something and I don't put the thing, but I immediately follow it up with, this is from X, Y, and Z. The fact that y'all don't think that that's important enough to do, the fact that y'all think that Black femme thought leaders are so forgettable. I'm literally shaking right now. It's hurtful. I'm not just angry, I'm hurt. And it feels extremely egregious to me for it to be happening. And this is Black femmes that's doing it to other Black femmes. I saw somebody post a thread yesterday. They were talking about how they said Jill Scott's music, I'm paraphrasing, they said Jill Scott's music makes me want to open a soul food restaurant and publish a poetry book and some other things. I'll put the full quote below because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I saw that exact same post word for word on Substack. And I asked each person, like, hey, is this you? And I did that not because I'm trying to start shit, but because it's like, I want to know where this came from. I want to know where it came from. I want to know whose mind is responsible for this. And I think it's very interesting how something that culturally specific, a Black femme talking about the thoughts and feelings and inspiration that was evoked from another Black woman's art, went from being somebody's real thoughts and feelings to becoming content completely detached from the person whose thoughts and feelings it was. This is the digital sphere that we're living in. Y'all are so scared of AI and all of this other stuff. Who needs AI as an enemy when y'all are doing this to us? Seriously. Seriously. And I'm sorry, but this is not something that I feel like it's a come to Jesus moment. Let's have some discourse and let's talk about why it's important. Because again, the people that I'm talking about, they know better. They would never do the same thing in the academy because they know their ass would get kicked out if they did that when they was writing their thesis paper. But they think it's okay to do it on the internet to people like me, to Asada Shakur. I'm livid. I just had to get that off my chest. Thank you for listening.